Halo semuanya, apa kabar? Selamat datang di Petreny dan Maad. Untuk teman-teman yang baru gabung di channel ini, kenalin dulu, nama saya Ayu dan ini suami saya Zsolt alias Ayah Maad. Anak kami, jadi channel saya namanya Petreny dan Maad. Kami tinggal di Budapest, Hongaria di Eropa Tengah. Dan di video kali ini, bintang tamunya Ayah, kita akan membicarakan tentang 10 miskonsepsi tentang bule. Ini misconception yang banyak kita dengar tentang bule. Tapi sebenarnya betul atau tidaknya kita akan tanya narasumber kita, Ayah. Jadi langsung saja, nggak usah banyak omong, we will start now. Semua bule bisa bahasa Inggris, benar nggak?
No. At least in Hungary, in Europe, I think many people speak a second language, but it's not necessarily English. German, French, Italian, Spanish, Russian, many other languages, so not necessarily English.
And some don't speak any second languages, like...
I'm not sure. I think it's kind of required to learn a second language in school.
Yeah, it is too in Indonesia, but still many people don't speak
well, of
English.
course, they are not confident and they don't
so
like to use it.
Just like many Indonesians don't speak Chinese, I guess many bules, not just Hungarian, they don't speak English, I guess.
Yes.
It's like
Plus,
that.
one more thing, in Hungary, everything is translated. Manuals, movies, everything is... All movies are dubbed. Even subtitled movies are very rare.
And I think it's not just in Hungary, in the whole Europe, in Italy.
Sweden is an exception, I think.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I think there they show everything in original language.
So they...
Maybe they just subtitle.
Semua bule itu kaya.
Well, I'm not one of them, I think. So... no, of course not. No, that's not true. Well, for example, minimum salary in Hungary is how much? You said like
444 euros.
Yes, so that's
7 million something rupiah.
Maybe compared to Indonesian salaries, it's very high, but then expenses are much higher as well. So like rental or food is a lot more expensive than in Indonesia. So
taxes.
Actually, taxes are crazy. We have one of the highest GST in the world, 27%.
I think we can put it like this. Bules are from many countries, and in a country you have president, you have director, you have cleaners, and they are all bules because it's a bule country. So of course it's different for everybody, just like in Indonesia. All bules like to club. Go to club.
Well, I don't. So, well, I don't know. I guess youngsters do them. Well, Budapest is famous for that, actually. Yeah,
so maybe it's true.
Yes, but it's true for a certain age range, I think. So, of course, 60-year-old bules won't go out and go to the disco and get drunk.
You won't.
I just don't like it anyway. I don't like the loud music, I don't like crowded places, and I don't like alcohol, so I don't have reason for going there, but other people have different tastes.
But would you say the majority of youth, they would like it?
For youth, yes, definitely. I mean, especially secondary school students and university students, because for them, I guess it's good for entertainment, and that's where they can
socialize.
Yeah,
let's say socialize. Yeah. So it's true for them. I guess especially after somebody gets married or has children, then probably they won't go out so often. But for you, you never did. You never liked it. Did you try?
I think once, with my classmates, they kind of forced me.
No.
I think that's not a misconception.
Okay, that's not a misconception.
Even the town where I'm from is very famous for its wine.
That's the culture.
Yeah, so and Hungarian wine is meant to be very famous, and we have all kinds of crazy alcohol like pálinka made from fruits and so on. So, and of course, if there's supply, then there must be demand as well.
True.
So, yeah, there are many pubs, especially in smaller villages. Actually, even my dad now. It's not
selling.
his business, but yeah, he's a salesperson and he happens to sell wine.
Yeah. So maybe it's similar to Japanese. They drink sake. Korean, they drink soju.
Yeah,
it's in their culture.
Yeah. For example, you get to know somebody, you should also drink with them. So I'm sure it's not a Hungarian word, but we call it aperitif.
What does
So you should drink aperitif with the other person, and then it's like you get closer to that person. So after that, you are allowed to use the more direct language. Yeah, I guess something like that. It's like, yeah, I accept you as my friend. Well, people can drink in different circumstances, in different ways, but...
Like sometimes we see in movies, they would get drunk on the street. It's not like that. Actually, I rarely see.
Well, of course they get drunk at night, not during the day, but you can sometimes see drunk people, and I'm not sure whether you want to edit this out, but when I went to college very often, especially on Monday mornings after the weekend parties, I very often saw a vomit on the street.
Yeah, well, I guess I live in a bubble.
Yes, but we don't go out at night, we stay at home, we have a peaceful life, but yeah, I think if you go to downtown, you will see.
Okay, sorry.
I also know that there is a district with lots of pubs, and I think residents there often complain because people are very loud.
Ruin pub is very famous in Hungary. Yeah, for you guys who likes drinking, you can visit when coronavirus is over. You can visit the ruin pubs in Budapest. They all wear suit to work.
No, that depends on your job. Of course, if you are a cleaner, you won't wear a suit. I have worked in places where it was almost demanded. Other companies allow shorts and t-shirt and
those
flip-flop.
Yeah, in flip-flop it's okay.
Yeah,
in
an IT company that's fine probably. In a bank it's not.
So don't judge the book by its cover. Sometimes people think if you wear suit, then you have higher position. It's not true.
No, not necessarily. So
your CEO wore flip-flop.
Exactly. Flip-flop, t-shirt, shorts. He was a very relaxed Australian guy. So.
Yeah, he's Bule too.
Yeah. I don't know, I've never heard that.
Oh yeah, because you're Bule, but I think this misconception is only...
Are you stinky on it?
No, I think in movies probably they see... I don't know, we have this belief that Bule don't shower.
I think those people who are not so rich, probably. So
they try to save money?
Yeah, probably they just don't have money for shower gel and for soap and stuff. So, for example, if you get onto public transportation, especially during summer, you can smell some stinky people. But I wouldn't say that that's the majority.
And that's not their culture, it's economical constraint.
Probably
yes.
They just don't have the money.
Yes.
But no, I don't think that police are stinky or anything like this, or I've never heard that they wouldn't take showers.
Then maybe it's just our misconception again. So we believe that Bules are so white, although they don't take shower.
We still have to take shower. One thing is true though, I think people are lazier to take shower during winter. You don't sweat, it's not hot, so you don't feel dirty. You wear clothes all day long, so it's not like you are covered in clothes all day long. So
yeah.
During summer, it's I personally, for example, take shower more often because I sweat. It's hot.
Yes, I think people don't know.
My skin gets dirty because it's not
in Indonesia because we sweat every day, so we need to take shower twice a day.
Yeah, and when I lived in Singapore, I did the same because it's just it rather depends on the weather, I guess.
Ya teman-teman, kalau kita tinggal di sini suhunya bisa sampai minus 20 derajat Celcius, kita nggak akan keringetan. Jadi mungkin itu sebabnya ada beberapa orang yang mungkin mandinya lebih jarang. Sometimes maybe they take shower once in 2 days or something like that, which is acceptable because, well, they just live at home, they don't sweat. And
Yeah, because actually you are mostly stinky from the sweat.
it's true.
If you
Yeah.
don't sweat, then
Mm,
you don't feel so stinky.
yeah. Bules who live in tropical countries, they will take shower more
Oh,
often
of course.
because you have to.
Are you sure about that?
So like they live together without marriage.
Well, yeah, I guess in that sense, probably we are more free than for example,
Asian.
religious countries.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for example, in Hungary, you can live together without being married, and that is recognized by the government
As
as a relation.
official
Yes, like
couple.
an official
Mhm.
relation. It's also very common that people first live together for a few years
Mhm.
and then they get married.
And how about their kids? When they have kids, are they recognized as the father's son or just the mother's?
I think they are, and for example, the kid can use the father's name, if I'm not
Although
mistaken,
they're-
family name, but they still don't have all the full rights. Like, for example, I don't think they can divorce. So, for example, if they divorce, I don't think that they can ask for the partner's wealth, money, or anything like
okay,
this.
okay.
I guess there are still different rules for them.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's very common that people just live together without actually getting married.
Accepted by society and by the government.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
but then it's still different. Then it's not like one night stand and then the next day you move to another person, like in movies again.
There are people like that too, I'm
But
sure.
it's not very-
Those who like to go to bars and
Oh,
discos and
yeah.
things like that, and that's how
It's
they
not like
live.
everybody
No.
does that. Like no, right? No,
I
okay.
don't think so, but of course there are such people too. It's just that probably we don't condemn them as much.
Did you try?
No.
No. Kids who have grown up, they don't care about their elder family anymore. They don't want to take care of them. They live in their separate houses and then they just don't care.
Well, again, it depends on the family, on the kids, I guess. So everyone is different, but no, I think most people know that when they grow up, they have to take care of their elders.
Here in Hungary, at least.
Yeah, so when the parents get older, then of course the kids will try to help them.
Mhm.
I don't think they abandon their parents or anything like this.
Ya, jadi salah guys kalau orang bule itu nggak peduli sama orang tua mereka. Tetap saja sama di keluarga kita juga tetap silaturahmi meskipun mungkin nggak tinggal di rumah. But I think it's also
Living together is probably not that common though.
not that common. But I mean, when the
Because-
parents are really, really old and sick, then how else will they survive?
So I don't think many people can afford a house where multiple generations could live together.
That's a problem
So
too.
that's the biggest problem, but I think many people will just try to live nearby, try to help financially, or if there's trouble, then maybe just go and help.
Mhm.
There are also elders' home and so
Oh
on.
yeah, elders' home, yes, and then they
Yes.
will pay. So it's not a negative thing, like culturally, if they put their parents in such
Not
homes.
necessarily, because in elders' home, I think many of the employees are actually professional. They are trained for that. They know how to take care of a sick person. So they are almost like nurses. I think very often even the elders' home have their own doctor. So yeah, that's an option too. Especially when the elders are really in such a bad condition that maybe taking care of them at home is just too difficult.
They need 24 hours help,
Yeah.
like that, maybe it's
Yes.
difficult. Just different lifestyle.
Yeah.
So Bule men like Asian women who look like villagers.
Oh,
Like me, for example, they often said
do you
that.
look like religion?
They said so, but I don't know how villagers is just where you live, but
Yeah. I don't think that most bullies know the society, the situation that well, that they would be able to judge whether somebody is really or not. I think they just like the person, regardless of where they are from.
Yeah, and also...
And I guess education is important because at least the person should be able to speak English or whatever common language.
They should click, first of all, right? They should click, they can talk, and they like the way they look, regardless of whether they are white, they are brown, it's just...
It's their preference.
Yeah. Jadi orang bule itu nggak ada pemikiran kalau wanita berkulit coklat itu orang kampung, orang nggak berpendidikan kayak gitu, pekerjaannya kasar, nggak ada, guys. Jadi itu sepertinya cuma datang dari pemikiran kita sendiri, orang-orang Indonesia.
In Asia, you have a very clear definition of what is pretty.
That's it.
We don't. Not for the face, at least. So I don't know, for you it has to be V-shape and I don't know,
white skin,
manchong and things like that. I don't think that Londoners have that clear definition of what is pretty. They just look at the person, pretty or not.
Yeah. Bules have no manner. Again, maybe we see this in movies. They address older people by their name. But maybe this one is only for English people. They call people with you, while in Indonesian we have anda. It's impolite to say that. So can you explain?
That's Hungarian, so I don't know about other languages and other things. In Hungarian we do have like 2-3 different ways of addressing people. So some of them are less polite, some of them are more polite. So for example, if you meet a stranger, you will use a different language than, not completely different language, but you will talk about the person in third person instead of calling them directly. But as you get to know them, actually you can get to the point that you can directly address each other.
The closer you get?
Exactly. So we also talk to elders differently. Then we talk to a stranger and then we talk to our friends. So it's different.
Like in Korean?
Yes, I guess, and I think like in Japanese. These are not completely different languages, but if you want to be polite, you just talk in third person about the other person.
Yeah. Like me, I won't call you in Indonesian, I won't call you kamu, I would call you ayah instead.
Yeah, I guess, but for example, if you want to ask somebody, how are you, then if it's an elder, then you would ask it in third person. How is she being? Or something like this.
Avoid using you.
Strange. Exactly, yes.
So still polite. But then this one
is Hungarian, I don't know about it.
In English, it's just you, how are you? Even exactly. How are you, Mr. President? You still...
I don't know German or Spanish.
Oke, jadi tidak benar kalau orang bule itu nggak sopan. Mungkin yang kita lihat di Indonesia, maybe that's what we see. Bule who go to Bali, they are usually backpackers, beach boys wearing rasta hair, and they are less polite than probably office workers, maybe.
Well, it's different. They have different culture.
But I think Hungarians are polite, I think.
Yes, so if you go to a shop, even if you just talk to a cashier in a shop, you shouldn't use the direct language.
And when
because it's almost like looking down on the person.
Oh, really?
You can do that only if you are much older.
And you should greet them first. I mean, in Indonesia, we sometimes we don't say selamat sore, selamat pagi, but here you have to.
It's a must. So if you go to a shop or you go anywhere, first thing greeting. It's a must. If you don't, that's very impolite. And of course, well, now because of the coronavirus, not so much, but shaking hands is very common as well.
Right. And when you leave, you have to say goodbye too. Yes. Even in the shop, in the elevators, you don't know the other people in the elevator, you would still say goodbye.
Yes.
You sound like
Sure. I think that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
We do that in the elevator. So you get in the elevator, you just spend like 30 seconds with some stranger, but you should still greet them.
It's nice. This is new to me because in Singapore we didn't do that. I never see this in Indonesia. In an elevator. Oke, jadi segitu saja video kita hari ini. Semoga memberikan manfaat untuk teman-teman yang ingin belajar tentang kebudayaan orang lain, terutama orang bule, tapi ini bulenya dari Hongaria. Yang pasti setiap negara ada kebudayaan yang berbeda. Meskipun Austria di sebelah kita, tapi pasti juga beda di sana ya, ya. Apalagi Republik Ceko atau Jerman, pastilah beda. Jangankan yang jauh-jauh ya, orang Jawa dengan orang Sumatera saja kan sudah beda gitu. Anyway, terima kasih sudah nonton dan sampai ketemu di video berikutnya. Bye-bye.